Alright guys, EK Fight News. Before we even consider how much of a lock Manny Pacquiao is in China against Chris Algieri, before you even consider that, and I know that he's got a lot of advantages in the fight. I've broken this down before. Um, Check out the Dante's Boxing Nation show. I've been on there like fucking twice, and I've already talked about Manny Pacquiao versus Chris Algieri, but I'll say it again. Chris Algieri, how he's gonna win is to box, use his fucking legs, jab all night, and make Pacquiao miss. You make him miss, you make him pay. That's what he's gotta do. If he can't do that, he's fucked. Let me just, if he can't do that, he's fucked. Manny Pacquiao, faster hands, faster feet. I've said this, and I'll say it again. Manny Pacquiao is gonna make Chris Algieri look like fucking Mauricio Herrera. Back in the when Danny Garcia beat Herrera, I believe Manny Pacquiao is gonna look a little bit like that. It's gonna be a close fight, and I think whoever wins, there's gonna be an argument that it was a robbery. Let me put it that way. Bob Arum is back, and he's fucking in love with Chris Algieri. Have you heard Bob Arum recently? Shout out to Fight Hype. Excellent, excellent reaction from Bob Arum they got. Listen in.
Well, he finally uh, saw the bright lights, and when we found out what kind of person he was and what his backstory was, we didn't hesitate to spread the news around.
He's talking about Chris Algieri. Uh, it's like once he saw him uh, slowly take control of the Provodnikov fight, um, he realized that Chris Algieri could be a star, and he's taking that ball and rolling with it right now. The last time a rematch clause was publicized in a Manny Pacquiao fight, let me put it this way: the last time a rematch clause was publicized during a Manny Pacquiao fight was a Tim Bradley fight. We all saw what happened in that fight. Whether you want to say Tim Bradley won or not, which is what I've said, we all know what happened. So let's continue here.
I mean, Algieri is an unbelievable story. I mean, he's, first of all, unlike most any fighters that I know, he's so well educated with a college degree, with a master's degree, going to be a doctor. Where do you see that? You don't. And also, he's tremendously well spoken. He's a good looking guy. He got a great personality, tremendous confidence in his ability. He showed unbelievable guts in the Provodnikov fight. So there's a lot to sell with him. And people were not aware of all of it, and now they are. I mean, the drumbeat is tremendous. I mean, publications like the New Yorker, which never has a story on boxing, hasn't had one since Muhammad Ali, has a story on this fight. Well, that's really says something. But
In other words, Bob Arum feels like he can build a new star in boxing. It's clear. Crystal clear for those who can see. Shout out to 78. Shout out to Dante's Boxing Nation. Bob Arum feels like Chris Algieri could be his next big thing. And if he truly feels like this, he's going to want Chris Algieri to have a big victory. Plain and simple. And come next week, Manny Pacquiao versus Chris Algieri. That's going to be a heck of a fight. And it's going to be a situation where the tables might turn on Manny Pacquiao like it did with Tim Bradley back in 2012. It is what it is, guys. He can't fight.